Welcome to the Opposite Field Outlook. This is a fun episode. The ALDS is over. The NLCS has just started. It's on right now, and the ALCS starts tomorrow. I'm Jack. That's Neil. That's Andrew. We should have more episodes back to back because that means that all the settings stay the same and I don't have to do any work. How are you doing on this fine autumn evening, Neil?
Doing pretty good, you know. It's like road to recovery. You get better day by day. Watched the Yankees win. That was kind of like didn't really care, but it was like, that stinks. Oh well. So, that happened. It's been one day, so not much has changed. I'm just kind of like exhausted. Don't know how that happened.
Yes.
I don't. Yeah.
That's
my
relatable.
day.
How about you, Andrew?
I'm fine. I've probably stared at astronomy for the past 11 hours, so I'm tired of everything. Everything hurts.
Everyone
My life
knows
hurts.
those planets, they're tough.
Very tough, dude.
Yeah.
Can't deal with all that shit. But John is happy. His Yankees are going to the championship series.
His Yankees.
He's
He's a big baseball fan, and he really loves his
avid
Yankees.
baseball fan.
He loves his Yankees.
Yep.
Anyway, it's cold,
It's freezing.
but it's not going to be cold tomorrow. Nothing like a one-off frigid day. We love that, and you guys will be getting my live reaction to the National League Championship Series because that's on as we speak. And
Is it on Fox?
It's on MLB.TV if you connect your cable provider with your login and password.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is what I did. I have an MLB.TV account, so I just went on there, and then it asked me for my cable login, and so I just put my DirecTV login and password in, and now I can watch every game.
You better know your Cox login, Andrew.
Yeah, I don't. So.
Hate to tell it to you like that, but.
Yep. That's tough.
Wheeler, daddy right now.
Wheeler's throwing some pitches, and they're just moving too much. Like, Trent Grisham had that one absolutely timed up, and then it was just an insane curveball, and it just went down, and Trent Grisham couldn't deal with it.
Couldn't hit it.
He didn't get him with the high piece of cheese. That's unfortunate. I think it's recap time, yeah?
Yeah. Which game you want? Series or whatever.
I mean, it's totally up to you. You kind of know what the deal is, and I don't.
All right. Fair enough. Gonna do the Astros at the Mariners. We'll do that series for you. Let me know when I can start.
You can start whenever you would like.
All right, bet. I'm going to wait 3 minutes in honor of
Just
the
kidding.
Astros
Start
sweeping 3-0. All right. Astros sweep the Mariners 3-0. Game 1 in the first inning. The big dumper, Cal Raleigh. He hits an RBI single. J-Rod scores. It's 1-0 Mariners. Second inning. J-Rod. Julio. He doubles. He brings in both Frazier and Kelenic. Ty France hits an RBI single. It's 4-0 Mariners in the second inning. The Astros are kind of sweating. Third inning, never fear, Yordan is here. He doubles to left to bring in 2. It's 4-2 in the third. Things are looking up for the Astros. And then in the fourth inning, the Amzants are right back. J.P. Crawford, he hits a solo homer. And Ty France, he hits an RBI double. It's 6-2 Seattle now. So those 2 runs that the Astros just got are erased pretty much instantly. Right after, though, Houston answers with a Yuli Gurriel solo home run to make it a 6-3 game in the fourth. Seventh inning time, Eugenio Suarez, he hits a solo dong at 7-3 Mariners in the seventh. So Mariners are looking really good to try and get game 1 But the comeback Astros came ready to play in the eighth inning. Alex Bregman, he hits a 2-run bomb. It's 7-5. Astros in the eighth. And then in the ninth inning, former Dodger top prospect Yordan Alvarez, he hits a Yordong to walk it off for the Astros. It's a 3-run homer. The Astros win 8-7. Some stats for you, Ty France. He went 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Gilbert, he went 5 1/3, 5 hits allowed, 3 earned runs, 5 strikes, 84 pitches. Rest of M's pen, they gave up 5 runs that cost them. And Houston, Jordan, he had 5 RBIs in the game. And Verlander, he only lasted 4 innings, allowed 10 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Rest of the pen, 1 earned run, so they really stepped it up for them. Game 2, Kyle Tucker hits a solo home run in the second inning. It's 1-0 Houston. In the fourth inning, Carlos Santana, he grounds out into a fielder's choice, but scores 1 and ties it up for Seattle. And Dylan Moore, he hits an RBI single. It's 2-1 Mariners in the fourth. But once again, the man on the mission, Yordan Alvarez, he hits a 2-run Yordong to make it 3-2 Houston. And in the eighth inning, Alex Bregman ices it with an RBI single. Houston wins 4-2. They now have a 2-0 game lead in the series. Luis Castillo in this game, he goes 7 innings strong, 5 hits allowed, 3 earned runs, 0 walks allowed, 7 strikeouts, 104 pitches, and 73 were strikes. And Munoz goes in for an inning and allows 1 run. Valdez, he goes 5 2/3, 4 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 92 pitches, 52 were strikes, and the rest of the pen didn't allow a run, so they did their job. Game 3, Astros walk it off in the 18th inning thanks to a Jose Pena go-ahead solo bomb that gave the Astros a 1-0 win. That's all they needed to walk it off. So Houston, they win in 4 against the Seattle Mariners. Some pitching stats for you. George Kirby, 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts. Sewald, 2 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, 0 hits. Festa, same deal, 2 strikeouts, 2 innings. Murphy, same deal.
Please tell me you're not going to list every pitcher because the Mariners used every single pitcher they had.
Yeah, I know. I just did the guys who pitched more than 1 inning.
Okay.
And Robbie Ray, this man served up a meatball right over the heart of home plate, and he gave Houston the win there. Lance McCullers, he goes 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. And Luis Garcia, coolest windup ever in baseball. 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, and 6 strikeouts. They get it done for Houston. Houston, they sweep. They win 4-0. And, yeah, that was it for that series, Seattle versus Houston.
That last game was wild. I watched the whole thing. I was at my friend's house, and I just had the game on. And people just kept checking in. They're like, hey, how's the game going?
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, we're in the 15th inning now, no score. And they're like, God damn. And then they'd come back, and they're like, yo, are you still watching the game? Yeah. 16th inning. Nothing like playing 2 games of baseball in 1 game. The Mariners used every single pitcher they had available.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Doesn't happen. And no one can score either.
Yeah. It's wild.
I wish I watched this one, but
I didn't watch it.
I watched another stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Watching anything was probably better. Like towards the middle of the extra inning, so I'm talking like maybe the 11th inning or 12th inning. That's not the middle. That's the early extras. I don't even think it was about the pitching anymore. I think
everyone was tired.
All the batters were just tired, and they just couldn't hit the ball over the fence. And so that was it. Then the game just kept going. Someone finally did it.
Yeah, was it my boy Pena pull through?
Pena.
You know, kind of kind of like a little bit of a storyline because he just came up, replaced the boy that they couldn't fit, but at least the guy that wanted more cash.
Yep.
And epic story. I mean, that team's just dominant. I kind of saw that happening. I don't think anyone had the Mariners over
Pena,
anyway. So
every single time there were two outs and Jeremy Pena came up to bat, he got on base. And Yordan
Wow.
that's
Alvarez
insane.
is up behind him every single time.
That's
And
Oh
scary.
wow.
I think 3 times in that series, if I'm not mistaken, with Pena on base, Yordan Alvarez drove in runs. Like
Mm.
That's why you want a manager that can
that can
do
make
the
a
lineup
lineup
right.
that's really good.
And then that's why I was so annoyed when I saw the Phillies had Kyle Schwarber lead off because that's just stupid.
Yep.
You got to play to your hitter's advantage, and like you probably have good hitters, but like
You know who
you
led
really
off
got to use.
today?
Ooh,
Kyle Schwarber.
yep, it's
He's
frustrating
2 for
because
2.
why would you do that?
I think maybe he just does better when he's in the leadoff spot. Like it's a psychological thing. So at least they get some production out of him if they put him in the one spot.
I guess if he really wants the one spot, then take it. But it's
That's
just not the best way to run a lineup.
that's what the Angels were doing with Taylor Ward. Like my guy was literally useless, and then we put him in leadoff, and he would just hit nukes. And then we said, okay, this guy's hitting nukes. Let's put him back in the fourth spot. And then he was bad again. So we put him at leadoff, and then he was good again. It was,
Jeez.
I don't know. Players are a little strange from time to time. Did Kyle Schwarber just hit a
Yeah.
nuke?
488
Yeah.
feet.
I was on ESPN.
Almost
Hit an
five.
Robbie Ray.
absolute bomb. If only people were on base.
Right?
If only he
Homers are
wasn't
great,
leading
but
off.
even
Okay.
better with guys
To be
on.
fair, there were 2 batters up before him, but they just got out. One of them was Brandon Marsh.
Yeah, if
Marsh
only
is
your
kinda
Angels guy was on base. So bad.
Oh, I thought that was out.
Was it not?
Robbie Ray got to pitch 2 times in the
Oh my
Astros
God.
series. Both times were in relief, and both
The
times
fuck?
he got walked off.
Yep.
So stupid.
Bobby Lay.
Yeah, it's tough. They brought him in to face Yordan Alvarez, and Yordan Alvarez just look at Bryce Harper. Yordan Alvarez just owns him, I guess.
Yeah. It's like Kershaw in the playoffs in relief, just getting shelled. Here's a stat for you. Longest ball ever hit in Petco Park history ever. That home run right there.
Really?
Yep.
No
That's
way.
that's a Boob Nightingale stat for you right there.
Do we
Dang,
trust
dude,
Bob?
I don't know, but it's the first thing that popped up. So
Trust him sometimes.
He saved me this offseason.
did he?
I will forever be in debt to Bob.
Why?
He was the only guy giving out updates during the lockout.
Yeah, because he had a source. He had a scoop.
He was like one of like 3 people allowed inside of the stadium that wasn't on the PA or the owners. So he was
Yeah.
just in
What
there
a guy.
watching them walk back and forth, and then sometimes he'd go, "Hey, what did you guys talk about?" And then he'd immediately tweet it,
Yep.
and then
Because he was the only guy who knew.
we still had 2 weeks canceled of the season. So that was
Yeah,
weird.
that happened. Man.
I still don't believe that Robbie Ray just got absolutely pooped on.
Yeah.
Kind of just unlucky
Yeah.
for him.
Didn't he win Cy Young last year?
Yep,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
it is.
Hey, they fall off.
He didn't
What
have
can
a
you
good
say?
regular season this year.
He was having a bad a terrible regular season, and then he started throwing a sinker instead of a four seam,
Yep.
and then he was like better, but he was still mid.
Yeah. He was getting like strikeouts galore. He just gave up a lot of runs.
Yeah.
Hard to win baseball games when your starter's giving up 4 or 5 runs a game.
and the Mariners
Yeah.
kept winning somehow.
Yeah.
They got this
Sort of
far.
whack.
Might have something to do with them being in the AL West. If you look at the
Maybe a
playoff
little.
win leaderboard, like franchise wins total, it's wild. The 3 bad AL West teams are way at the bottom. It's the Angels, the Rangers, and the
A's.
Mariners.
Hmm.
No, the Mariners are like they don't have a lot
Oh,
of
we're talking
playoff
all time?
all
Yeah.
time. Yeah, and then the
God damn.
Astros had 69
Nice.
until tomorrow, when they inevitably beat the Yankees. And then
Oh.
the A's had way more than them, and it wasn't even close.
Oh.
Whoa.
Historically different.
All the franchises in the AL West are new except for the Angels and the A's. And I guess
Yeah.
the Astros are kind of old, but whatever.
A little bit. They're getting up there, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Was that a home run?
No.
Nice.
It's caught.
Nick
play.
Castellanos keeps making defensive plays.
Yeah, I don't know how, but
I
he's
don't
doing
know.
it.
Yeah.
It was so unclean.
The Mariners got swept. And
Yep.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I don't think
4
it
to
was
nothing.
close. I don't think it was close. Like, I know that the games were like kind of close, but really the Mariners scored like 4 runs in the whole series, except for that. The first game they put up some runs, and maybe they should have won the first game, but I don't. The other 2 games, the offense wasn't there, and so they lost.
Yeah, that's how most teams go out, man.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. I think the Astros are just like overall the better team, and like for once that like freaking happened,
The
where the
Astros
better
are
team
just
won.
better.
So yeah,
They're
they
just
I
just
mean,
better
this
showed
was
than
up.
their first like series win in like 20 years, so that's a positive for sure.
Yeah.
I'd
You
rather
guys see
have
the
that
Mariners Reddit post? A Mariners fan posted on the Mariners subreddit, like, we should have a parade because we made it to the postseason. And everyone was like, God, dude, what are you talking about? We cannot be doing this. We're just going to get clowned on by the rest of MLB.
It's like when the Padres paraded because they beat the Dodgers.
Yeah, they're like, guys, we did it.
That was the saddest thing ever.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Did they have a parade when they did it over the weekend?
I haven't heard of it.
Okay.
Most likely not. I
Maybe
heard
they're
that,
maturing.
and I heard that Will Myers went to a bar and paid for everyone's
I
drink.
saw
He
that,
just
yeah.
went around. He went around to, like, every bar he could in San Diego and just, like, bought everyone around. It was insane.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a guy, dude. Too
Legend.
bad it all went to waste.
Yeah, it's about to go to waste in like a
Too
week.
bad they're about to make their exit.
It's gonna rain poo-poo brown in San Diego.
Ooh.
Hugh Darvish is looking at himself in the iPad.
I suck, man.
I guarantee the Phillies will win the World Series from here on out.
Yeah, same.
They're
have it.
going on a crazy run.
I'm gonna hold you.
2019 Nationals type run.
I'm gonna hold you to that. Anyway, the Yankees
You're in
just
New
won
York.
They
like
just won.
2 hours
About,
ago.
Yep.
yeah,
Fresh. It's face.
it is fresh. Yankees, they win in 5 against Cleveland. Game 1 in the 3rd inning. Steven Kwan, he hits a solo homer. Makes it 1-0 Cleveland. The master baiter, he answers right back with a solo shot, making it 1-1 New York in the 3rd inning. In the 5th inning, Jose Trevino, he hits a sac fly. IKF scores and makes it 2-1 Yanks. In the 6th inning, Anthony Rizzo, he hits a 2-run home run. The Yankees win 4-1. Garrett Cole, that game, he went 6 1/3, 4 hits allowed, 1 earned run, a walk allowed, 8 strikeouts, 101 pitches, 63 were strikes, and the rest of the pen allowed 0 runs. Stephen Kwan, he went 2 for 4. J Ram 2 for 3. Cal Quantrill, he goes 5 innings, 4 hits allowed, 3 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, Rest of the pen, they did their job, but the Yankees win game 1. Game 2, in the first inning, Stanton hits a 2-run homer to make it 2-0 Yanks. Yes, a Stantonian homer. In the fourth inning, Andres Jimenez, he scores with an RBI single. It's 2-1 Yanks. Right after, Ahmed Rosario, hits a solo homer. It's 2-2. And in the 10th, Cleveland gets 2 more runs to tack it on, and they win 4-2. Oscar Gonzalez, he hits an RBI single in that one. It's 3-2. And then Josh Naylor, the father, he hits an RBI double in the 10th. In Cleveland, they win 4-2. Nestor the Molester, he goes 5 innings, 6 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Jameson Tyone cannot get an out, and he gives up 2 runs. That's what really did it for them. Rosario, Oscar, and Naylor, they all go 2 for 5 with an RBI each. Shane Bieber, he goes 5 and 2 innings, 5 2/3 pitched. He allows 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. 101 pitches, 59 strikeouts. Not 51, 59 strikeouts. 59 were strikes, and the rest of the pen allows 1 hit with 8 strikeouts. So the pen, they're
Imagine
on
getting
something
59
that game for
strikeouts
sure.
in one game.
He's
59
insane.
strikeouts.
We're getting
Yeah.
5 jumbo jacks.
Literally. Yeah. They did the job in that one. So they won that one 4-2. Game 3. Cleveland, they win 6-5 in walk-off fashion. First inning, Naylor, he hits an RBI single. It's 1-0 Cleveland. Game 2, Stephen Kwan, RBI single again, 2-0 Cleveland. Game 3, Aaron Judge, future Dodger, he has a 2-run blast to make it 2-2 in the 3rd. Oswaldo Cabrera, he hits a 2-run homer. In the 5th, it's 4-2 Yanks. In the 6th inning, pinch hitter Will Brennan, he has an RBI single. It's 4-3 Cleveland. In the 7th inning, the masturbator once again, he's mashing. He hits a solo homer. It's 5-3 Yanks in the 7th. In the 9th inning, though, it doesn't matter because Ahmed Rosario, he hits an RBI single. It makes it 5-4 Cleveland. In Cleveland, and Oscar Gonzalez once again comes up clutch for the Guardians, and they win 6-5 with a 2-run RBI single for that. Bader went 2 for 4. Cabrera 2 for 3 with 2 ribbies. Judge also had 2 ribbies. Severino 5 2/3 pitched, 8 hits allowed, 3 earned runs, 6 Ks, 106 pitches, 73 strikes. Rest of the pen allowed 3 earned runs, so not the best, not the worst. Cleveland, Stephen Kwan 3 for 5. Same with J. Ram. Tristan McKenzie, he goes 5 innings, 4 hits allowed, 4 earned runs. 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. The rest of the pen, 1 earned run and 4 Ks, so they got it done for sure. Game 4, going into this one, Cleveland, they're up 2-1. Yankees need a massive comeback, and it all starts off in the first inning with an Anthony Rizzo RBI single that makes it 1-0 New York. Second inning, I'm not going to say it again. Master Bader, he hits a 2-run home run. It's now 3-0 Yanks. In the 3rd inning, J. Ram, he has an RBI single. It's 3-1 Yankees. Naylor in the 4th with a solo homer, and he is revealed to be Garrett Cole's daddy with a monster home run right there. Makes it 3-2, but that's all they could really score there. And Stanton hits a sac fly. 4-2 was the winning score for New York, and that's all they needed to tie up the series 2-2. Garrett Cole goes 7 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts, 110 pitches, 77 strikeouts, 77 strikes. I said it again, I know. And 2 innings pitched for New York for the bullpen, 3 strikeouts. Cal Quantrill for Cleveland, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. Rest of the pen, 4 innings pitched, an earned run, and 7 strikeouts. So they did their job there. Game 5, do or die elimination game. New York was supposed to win this series, and they're showing it off in the first inning with a Stantonian home run, a 3-run home run that would give the Yanks a 3-0 lead in the first inning. Aaron Judge adds on with a solo homer in the second inning. That would make it 4-0 Yankees. In the third inning, J Ram, he has a sac fly that would make it 4-1 Yanks. That's all Cleveland would score this game. Anthony Rizzo, RBI single, adds on and really ends it for Cleveland there. It would be 5-1 Yankees, and the Yankees, they would win the series 3-2. In this game, Judge went 2 for 4. Stanton had 3 RBIs. Nestor the molester, he came up clutch. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 1 earned run, a walk, and 2 strikeouts, so he was dealing. The rest of the pen, 5 strikeouts, 4 innings pitched, and 0 earned runs. On Cleveland's side, however, Savali, he records 1 out, and he gives up 3 runs, 1 walk allowed, and his postseason ERA is now 81.00, so great job to that. Rest of the pen, however, couldn't get it done for them. 2 earned runs, 11 strikeouts, so it was impressive, and they pitched 7 2/3. So New York and Houston are playing in the CS for what, like the 3rd time? It feels like 3rd time in 5 years, something like that.
Bad. We live in the darkest timeline.
Yeah, a little messed up. We live in a society.
I was watching the game with my friend who's a Yankees fan because we were in class together. It's a weird game. That was a strange game. Their starting pitcher just choked, and they lost the game because of it.
Yeah, and it was really quick too.
Yeah, the game was over by,
the second inning.
By 2/3 of an inning, like.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Very rough.
For Guardians fans, you know.
Yeah, I was rooting for him, but I'm a Phillies fan now, so it's all good.
Welcome to the club.
Thanks.
They're in Houston, right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Damn, tomorrow.
MLB stinks.
Quick turnaround for sure.
MLB stinks.
Tomorrow, shit.
Yeah.
Dude, the Yankees are gonna be drunk and like not
hate
ready.
the Yankees. What just happened to the broadcast?
Kind of unfair.
I hate the Yankees.
San Diego yellow.
But they should get a rest day. Not fair.
They had 2 rain days, so that makes
That is
up
not how that works, my guy.
No, I know, but still.
They had a rest day after game 1. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We were talking about that before it started, and we're like, "What the hell is this?
Makes
Why is
zero
there a
damn
rest day
sense.
after game 1?" Yeah, there shouldn't have been, and because of it, the Yankees pay because their game got rained out. I don't even understand why they couldn't change the schedule in advance. Like, all you gotta do is open the weather app and it says rain. Like, it's pretty good now. The weather app is pretty good now. And the Yankees are the type of organization that can hire a meteorologist to actually do stuff for them. Or the MLB can do that, and they can just say, hey, if it's going to rain on a day we have a scheduled game, why don't we just go back to how it's supposed to be and not have a rest day after game 1? It's a mystery to me.
Jack, I think you should work for the Yankees as a meteorologist.
The
Do that
Yankees
That was your-
official meteorologist.
Yeah, that was your thing where you're like, give me the job.
I've been saying
You'll get paid well if you do that.
I've been saying if I was a baseball player, I would specifically always have a no-trade clause to the Yankees. It's the same for my MLB meteorology. When I work in MLB when I enter the free agent draft pool as a meteorologist for MLB, I will not be going to the Yankees.
I'm gonna have a only Dodgers trade clause.
on your professional computer science and baseball analytics?
Yeah, so I know like where you need to throw the pitch every time to get the out.
Yeah. So
Throw fastballs
so you
only.
know to fire
No
David
way.
Roberts.
Yep.
Wow.
Know exactly what to do. It was weird because for the Dodgers Padres series, there was a travel day between game 2 and 3, but there wasn't gonna be one between game 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Which like okay, what if it's like West and East Coast? Like just play tomorrow? Like they're gonna be so tired, bro.
Yeah. The Yankees have to go to Houston, which is kind of
Yeah.
tough.
Like what
Uh,
the fuck?
they're probably
So, I
on a
don't know.
plane
It's
right now.
rigged.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
probably are.
Just got
Aaron
on.
Boone was like, okay, celebrate. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Because that's going to be the earlier game. So they'll probably have to book
They
it.
play the early game?
No, they play the later game.
Oh.
Luckily.
Okay. I was about
What
to
time is
say there's no way the MLB screwed them over that bad and then had them play the early game.
Yeah.
They
And
play
that's
1 and
inexcusable.
they play like 9 a.m.
It's like,
Yeah, the
guys, we just
11
got
a.m.
here.
game.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I actually kind of wanted to see this because this is a rematch of 2019. I want to see some fist thrown.
Is
I
it
don't know. I
really a
think this is gonna be.
rematch of 2019? I feel like so many of the players are different that it's like. I mean, I know that there are there's mostly the same players, but I don't.
Do you want
Oh,
to see the players throw hands or do you want to see the fans throw hands?
the
'Cause I would pay
fans.
to
The
watch the
fans.
fans.
I like seeing fans fight, but I would really like to see a super competitive, uh, super intense baseball game. Like, even if there's no fight, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think has the edge? Or who do you think is going to win?
The
Which could be
Astros.
two different questions.
I think it's the
Yeah.
Astros.
I think it's Astros in like 5. That's my
Astros and
prediction.
I'm going Astros in 6, just because Garrett Cole's a workhorse, and
I think it'll
Nestor,
be Astros in
Nestor
5.
the molester is gonna molest some people. So
Yeah,
Maybe.
5 or 6.
yeah.
Yeah. In that range, I guess.
How many times has Houston been in the World Series like past 5 years?
A lot of times. Since 2016.
I gotta look at this.
Or something like that.
2017.
Since 2017, the Astros have been the home team in the ALCS.
Jesus Christ! No way!
But they've been in the
You're capping.
ALCS.
Oh
Since
my
2017,
God!
they've been in the ALCS, and I'm pretty sure it was at home, but I don't really want to spend 5 minutes
Really?
fact checking that. Yeah,
Since 2017, they've been in the
they've been in
ALCS.
the ALCS forever. Like it's
Well, they're pretty
ridiculous.
disappointing too, then, considering they only have 1 win.
Yeah, I
Yep.
know.
Doesn't even count. So they're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
They're
and it
they're
has
in
an
the same
asterisk on
category,
it.
same category as the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Except they're a
but
little
we
better
won,
'cause
so it
they-
doesn't matter.
Huh? So did the Astros.
And we had no cheating.
Should technically have 2, but World Series trophy is just a piece of metal. So I
Right.
guess the Astros cheating, they have 1.
Huh.
Yeah, Astros
Interesting.
have been in out of the past 5 World Series, they've been in 3 of them,
Yep.
Yeah,
And
they
they have 1
gotta
to
win
show.
one of those.
and they won't.
One of the real ones.
Astros might win it this year.
I hope not.
That's a legitimate. My
Those fans
Phillies,
don't
my
deserve it.
Phillies in 4 take was not legitimate. Like the Phillies look good in this game, so there's Yesterday when I said Phillies in 4, I was lying. That was not a legitimate take.
It might
I
be
don't
true.
think. I don't. Yeah.
You're on the same thing that I was on when I picked the Padres to beat the Mets.
Yeah, that's
You
so
honestly
true.
might be
Like,
right.
you know what? Screw it.
Nah.
Yeah, right?
I was totally joking. I just don't think I said I was joking when Usually, I do a pretty good job about being sarcastic and then saying, before we go, I was lying. I was being funny. Let me make my actual prediction. I don't think I did that. But I still have
No,
the
you
Phillies
don't.
to win. Just
Yeah.
in more games.
I think everyone's cheering for the Phillies. Outside of San Diego.
I wonder if the
Yeah,
Padres
outside of
block
San
Phillies
Diego.
fans from attending the game.
I'd love to see that.
They
You
definitely
think Braves and Mets fans are cheering on the Phillies? Because
Yeah.
this team hasn't made the playoffs in a
No, I
long
don't think
time,
so.
10 years.
I
You
don't
don't
think
think
so.
so?
No, I was actively rooting against the Mariners and the Astros this whole postseason, just because they're
Yeah.
in my division, and I don't like
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
So
That's like the Rockies for us making it to the World Series. It's like,
Yeah, it's just
I don't hate them or I don't like
Yeah.
them.
I just
the
would
neutral.
rather those teams not make it, and I feel like it's probably the same way.
Yeah.
And if you're the Mets, you probably feel validated if the Padres win the World Series. Oh my God, the shift.
Oh,
That's tough. My guy just got robbed of a hit. I don't know. I think if you're a Mets fan and you lose to the Padres, it probably feels good if they win the World Series because at least you lost to the team that won it all, you know?
yeah. Like, they just had the momentum. What were you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just better than everybody else in the entire league.
Yeah,
So for all you know,
exactly.
the Mets were the second best team in the entire league, but there's no way to find that out because they lost to the Padres.
Yeah,
And that's
so
only
we would
taking
never
into
know.
account the playoffs. Obviously, the Dodgers are the best team in the entire league in the regular season.
Yeah, no question.
I think this year we should have canceled the postseason because the Dodgers were so far ahead that it didn't even
Like,
matter.
literally.
Mercy
were-
rule.
What's the Astros record?
I don't know.
106,
Something like that.
I think was their
Yeah,
win.
the Astros had a
Okay.
goated year this year. But the
did,
Dodgers
it was
were
just-
just better. As
Yeah, it
always,
was
the Dodgers were just
overshadowed.
better.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys have 106 wins last year?
Yeah,
106, yeah.
and it was overshadowed by the Giants, 107.
That wasn't
We
even
still beat 'em,
overshadowed.
though.
It wasn't even overshadowed because
It was kind of overshadowed.
not really because it was the race, you know? Like it came down to the very last. It came down to 162.
Yeah, and the
So
Giants
everyone
won.
was like, "Damn, the Dodgers and the Giants are definitely going to meet in the playoffs." And it's going to be insane because they both won at least 106 games.
Yeah,
I definitely did not gloss over the fact that the Dodgers won 106 games, and that's hella impressive. But I definitely forgot that the Astros won 106 games this year.
yeah, they did. No one noticed because they just got overshadowed.
Yeah, and it wasn't even
'Cause, like,
close. And
History was broke, so. But yeah, it didn't matter. Yeah,
And
that's how baseball goes.
that is how and that's what we expect of the Astros. We expect them to be the best team in the American League by far. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, so I got Phillies in 5, and I got the Astros in 5.
Who's winning that one then?
What do you mean?
World Series.
Oh, okay. I mean, if I want to make a premature bet, I'd probably say the Phillies just because I want my Phillies, That's my team.
Phillies in 7 or like Phillies in 4?
Phillies in 6. Actually, 7. I think it'll be 7.
Yeah.
I'm going to go buy a Phillies hat today. Get
Really?
it going.
Do it.
You know.
Do it.
Yeah, I got to root for my team. I'm going to go buy a Phillies hat. I'm going to be a bandwagon.
This is
All
the
those
third
Padres
time in
fans
6
No, I've
that you
years.
saw.
I've never said it. I just actually kind of like the Phillies. I've never rooted for them. But it's just like if someone was like, "What's another team?" Like when my brother asked me, like, "What's another team if you couldn't pick the Dodgers?" I always pick the Phillies. Don't know why. I just like I like the vibes, like the Philly fanatic. I just like the uniform, the cream color, the blue one, and then they're like pretty decent. So I've always had that kind of like it's a nice fun team, So I mean, I guess I'm gonna root for them if my actual team's gone. So it is a bandwagon, but like.
So
At
are you
least I'm
actually
not,
going to
like-
buy a Phillies hat?
I'd say
No
I'm
way.
50% joking with that, so we'll see how it goes.
50%?
It's like,
If they win the World Series,
Yeah.
are you getting one?
if they win the World Series, okay, I'll put it out there. If they win the World Series, I'll buy a Phillies 2022 World Series
Hell
hat.
no.
Do it.
I'll buy it.
Traitor.
Yeah, I'm just celebrating baseball. I'm a baseball
fine.
fan at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm a part-time Rangers fan, so I get it.
Part-time.
I'm an Angels fan and a part-time Royals fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love these teams.
Why are you a Rangers fan again?
Because I went to the game and I had to pick an AL team,
Not the
So
Guardians?
no, I haven't been to one of their games, so you
Interesting.
know, yeah.
I'm trying to find data on the season series between the Yankees and the Astros, but I can't right now. Playoff series? No, I want regular season series. Houston beat the Yankees 5-2
Okay.
in the season
Or
series.
if I remember correctly, the games are pretty close, so that
Five to
record might.
seven Astros, 2-3 Astros, 1-2 Astros, 3-6 Yankees, 3-0 Astros, 3-1 Astros, 6-7 Yankees. Damn, those are
Yeah.
really close games.
So that record is a little inflated. A couple of those games go the Yankees' way, you know. That's
Yeah,
how it honestly could go in the playoffs.
I don't know who I'm rooting to win. I think I gotta prey on the Astros' downfall.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing. Like, I'm just kind of like hands together and hope that like the Phillies offense is just because the Phillies offense will show up, but it's like I need the starters to lock it
Pitching.
up. And
Yeah.
I mean, look at this, like freaking Wheeler, he's going deep. So like, there's a chance that these starters can
Yeah,
like at least
Wheeler
keep them
is
within like
good.
Oh my
he's amazing.
God.
You just gotta
Dude,
hope that starters can go deep.
two more innings and then they win game one.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
hype.
And it like only took like this game was like 2 hours long.
I
Like,
I
know.
know.
This is the
It's been a
shortest
quick
game
game.
ever.
because the pitchers are just dealing. Did you see my message? I said this is gonna be the shortest game in sports
Even the
history.
Yankees game was short.
Wheeler's at 83 pitches. He could go a full game,
Yeah, he's probably gonna finish.
potentially.
I think that's what Rob will do.
The
Yeah.
Yankees game was like in the sixth inning
Rest
by
your
the time
pen.
my hour and a half class was over. It was like
And
Jesus.
quick baseball games today.
yeah, these
Oh,
things are speed through.
I have the Astros making it to the World Series, but I don't want them to.
Hmm.
And I think the
Yeah.
Phillies
Yeah, I
beat the
have.
Padres.
I'm gonna change it. I think it's Astros in 6. I think it's gonna take a little bit.
Astros in 6.
Yeah,
Against the
That's a good
Yankees or in the
take.
World Series?
against the Yankees. Against the
Okay.
Yankees.
Yeah, I have Astros in 6 too. You know,
Okay.
and I love to piggyback off of each other.
Yeah, we've been doing that. We've been
Yep.
wrong, but whatever.
Yeah.
I got the Phillies in 6 too. I think the Padres they win 2 games.
I got the Phillies in 5, but the Astros in 6.
Phils in 6 or
Yeah.
7. And then I have Astros in probably 5.
Astros in 5.
Astros in 5. Yeah, and then in
Okay.
the World Series,
World
I gotta go
Series.
Phillies.
Phillies, yep. Me too. Phillies in 7.
If the Phillies win, it's gonna be in 7. Unfortunately.
Yeah, if they win, it takes a while.
Watch them win like all the away games like they did in 2019. The Nats did.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
Although a little disappointing. You like to see
Little
the
bit, yeah.
crowds celebrate
I hope.
their guys, you know?
That would be cool.
I really hope the Phillies win in like 5-ish, because that'll be home. That'll be sick.
That would be
Yeah.
fun.
That's one of the things that I don't. That's one of the things that I like the least about baseball. Is that you play away playoff games, and so if you win, the stadium just goes dead quiet and everyone leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I was thinking like, just the way they like do the home and away, like it makes sense to have like a couple more home, but I think like maybe if they like change the order of it or something, because like you have to win the World Series, it'll at least take 4 games, and in that window you're already away.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was thinking like maybe they could just make it so that you get that home field at least in that kind of middle area, because that's where all the clinches are most likely going to be, is in that middle like 4, 5, and 6 range.
So you
I don't know. I
mean
was thinking if they
play?
could move it around.
So you mean
Like
play
maybe
2 away games, and then 4 home games, and then an away game?
yeah, something like that. I mean, there's definitely many ways you could rearrange that.
Interesting.
Maybe something like that.
I think
Just
the
think it'd be
format
like
is good
cool.
as is. honestly.
I just hate how like the clinches are always
Yeah.
away for those like teams with the home field advantage. Like it'd be nice if that
Yeah.
home field advantage team got to like win in front of said fans.
I think
So
it also
Oh shoot! What
makes
happened to
it
his knee?
more competitive, though. Like I think it retains the advantage of being the home team while also not being overwhelming. Like if you had 4 home games in a row, it would be super easy to just sweep. And if
I
you
get that,
don't
but like
sweep, then it would be super easy to get reverse swept.
I get that's easy, but like I think that's the whole point of the advantage. Like those two
No, I
games at the end,
I think the
like
advantage
the
is
home,
perfect. I don't think it should be super overwhelming. I think it should
the
be super
two,
overwhelming for the wild card, but I don't think it should be for the World Series.
the two at the end are literally like sometimes useless because those won't even get played sometimes.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, the away team got more games played at their stadium. It's like,
That
okay,
is
who
a
had the
little
advantage?
bullshit.
It's like, okay, well, maybe we need to restructure the order in which those home and aways are made because sometimes the away team just gets more, and it's like, okay, well, what kind of advantage is that? Like, you win more games in the regular season, and you get like, discouraged to do that. Like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah.
So I
Wait.
think, especially in the CS and World Series, where like those two are at the end, it's like, bro, what the hell? Because like sometimes those games aren't played, and it's like you don't even get that advantage.
I mean,
What are the home games set up like? Is it two like let's say
two
Astros,
2 home, 3 away,
home,
two
two
home.
away? Okay,
I think it's
gotcha.
perfect. If
Eh, I don't know.
if the away team manages to take either game 1 or game 2, they took a game away from the home team at home.
Yeah, which is good.
And I think to win the World Series, the home team, the Astros, should have to take a game away from the Phillies at home.
Yeah.
Like I think that's reasonable. Like if the
Think
Astros
so.
can't win at Phillies, they shouldn't win the World Series.
I don't want to get to him like that much. I just want to think about: are you in front of your fans?
Walking
Are you
off,
home? Are
yeah.
you comfortable in your stadium? Like it's more players. Are you getting that? Like I'm home, not at a hotel in Houston, really uncomfortable.
And it's also the
Jet
least.
lagged.
It's also, I think, probably the most fair way to arrange it with the least travel.
Yeah,
And
true.
I think the less travel you have to do, the more situated the players can get. Like
Yep.
moving
Yeah.
hotels sucks.
If you do though, like a 3-3-1 or something like that though, then like you would still
Three
only
three
have like
one actually sounds kind of
Three,
fair.
then like
3 home, three
let's
away, 1 home.
yeah, something like that. It would make it so that like let's say
Not a
more,
lot
Well,
of
that
which
would
is
travel.
not.
guarantee that the home team does not clinch at home. That would guarantee the home team cannot clinch at home unless it goes to 7, which would be
You could
the
do something
opposite
like,
of what you're trying to solve.
well, that's why I said it could be some variation, and why you said one originally. I said something like that. I'm not quite sure. It's not like
One,
I've like
three,
figured this out at all.
one,
But I'm just saying,
three,
if you did, I'm
three.
trying to give you the cons and like losses, like the pros and
Yeah,
cons. And I was trying to say right now, if you do something like that, a lot of series don't even get to that game 7, which means that like you would only have one travel for that team, and then the series like travel time is shortened because if you did have it, even if you needed a game 6, you still don't even need to travel. The teams might that had like a 3 series lead would win that game. Then there was only one travel day. The players probably like that more. I don't know. I'm just saying like that's a con of that is the less travel days on
yeah.
average for series because they'd ended probably a little sooner at 6 than always go to 7 games. So
Interesting.
that's a benefit of that. I'm not quite sure what I'd do different.
I
I'd
guess it
probably
depends on what
like
you
calculate it.
value.
Yeah, exactly. It's what
If
you
you
want to like.
value the home team clinching at home and being in front of their fans for that, it might be best to do 1 home, 3 away, 3 home.
Yeah, yeah. I think that would help because you'd have the only way it wouldn't be home is if you swept,
Yep.
which is probably not too likely.
And that's the advantage of that. But the advantage of the current way we do it is that it's pretty balanced.
Yeah, it's
It's
balanced
super
for sure.
balanced. It takes away a lot of the home field advantage. which depending on your outlook, I guess, is either good or bad. It doesn't remove the home field advantage. It just lessens it a little bit. And then 3-3-1 would reduce travel days and reduce player wear and tear.
Yeah, exactly.
The home team would almost never clinch at home.
Yeah, exactly. That would not happen that often.
I don't know. The MLB doesn't seem super interested in competitive integrity. So it's probably whichever one makes them the most money.
Yeah.
Which is probably
the one deal
that travels the least.
Yeah.
So
plus, I mean, it's not even that big of a deal. Like, at the end of the day, just win the games. Otherwise, you're not as good, you know?
Yeah.
It's just slight, like, differences. It's nitpicking.
I mean, if every team won their home game, it would always go to 7.
Yeah.
So
I would.
I guess the secret is just, if you're the home team, just win your home games.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that doesn't
if you
happen.
if you have to pick where you're gonna win,
that's easier said than done.
Oh, very.
I'm personally a big proponent of the 4-3 setup for the World Series. Play 4 games at the home team stadium and then 3 games at the away team stadium.
Really?
No.
I was gonna say, right? You'd have to, like, sweep to win at home.
Hold on.
You pull the sweep off. I feel like there would be so many sweeps if
Give me like 5 minutes.
if they went that way.
Do you guys see that?
Didn't see anything. Saw you going like this, and then that was it.
Yeah.
But I heard someone laughing.
Trying to say hi. Yeah. Yep. That's literally what it was.
Manny Machado looks kind of sad right now.
I'm happy.
Oh shit! Could have had it with the Dodgers though, right?
Seeing a depressed Padre is like one of the best things in my
Hilarious.
entire life.
Yep. Fucking love that shit.
Who's gonna win the World Series next year? And if
Dodgers.
you say the Dodgers, I'm gonna kill you. You didn't even let me say that.
Yep.
You didn't even let me
No
say that.
hesitation, Dodgers.
Dodgers in
Because we're
14.
getting Aaron Judge, all right, and then it's over.
We're getting Aaron Judge in center.
Y'all clowns
gonna
need
get-
to stop. You guys need to stop.
We're
There's
getting
no
Judge
way
in
you guys
center.
are saying you're gonna get Aaron Judge. Why would you
gonna
get?
More! More!
Okay, why do you need Aaron Judge?
More.
More!
Actually, why do you need Aaron Judge?
Because we need a home run hitter.
Because Cody fell off, you know, so we need a different MVP.
Exactly. We have a lot of money left over from Trevor Bauer not deciding
Don't
to
you
play.
have
So.
hella outfielders though, and a massive hole at shortstop when Trey Turner inevitably goes to
No,
the
that's where
Astros?
Gavin Lux goes. We have
Yeah, that's where
prospects
Gavin
they
Lux
can play in
goes.
the infield.
Is Gavin Lux good?
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
he's getting better.
He
had
played
a
really
good
well this
season last year.
playoffs.
I mean,
He was
not
a
Trey
good
Turner, but it was
defender,
good.
Mm-hmm.
I heard he was struggling, but that was also early in the year, so I don't know. I'm not a Gavin Lux.
No, he played really well.
He was struggling at
Entire year.
times, but he's like every player. Like, you know,
I'm
you just had
not-
a rough little patch.
I'm not a Gavin Lux enthusiast, so I didn't like.
Yeah, come on, Jack.
Check
Get
up.
it together.
Get on the road. Get on the bandwagon.
There was a
Ah,
period
fucking
of
hell.
time where the Dodgers were struggling. I say that with air quotes because
Yeah,
the
right.
Dodgers were never really struggling. You guys just lost like, I don't know, 3 out of 5. And everyone was like trying to blame some player, and it was like they blamed Chris Taylor and Gavin Lux for their high strikeout rate. And then the
It was
Dodgers
pretty
went on
high.
to win 111 games and exit in the first round they played.
It was just the 7.
Just the
Yeah,
way it
I mean,
happens.
once we get Shohei on the mound, once we get Judge in center,
Once you clean out your entire
Jacob
farm
deGrom.
system, once the farm system is cleaned out for Shohei Ohtani, then
Nah,
the
we'll
Angels
trade,
will
like,
win.
Belly.
We
that'll
have the
be it.
second best farm system for what? Like, what are we gonna do?
we're gonna trade
I-
Belly,
I
and
want
then the
Shohei.
Angels are gonna be like, yeah, that's good enough, and then we'll get Shohei,
Yeah.
and then I don't know, man. We'll throw in like CT3 for fun, and then
Yeah, you can have CT3, dude.
yeah, and then I don't know, man. At that point, we win in Game 4 of the World Series.
We'll
I
give
know
you
that
Justin Turner
CT3
too.
is like not that great. He's like not.
Huh?
CT3 is not a super productive
He's
player.
average.
Yeah, he's probably
He's
league
a good
average.
defender. He's not the greatest hitter though, and that's how he's always been.
I will always I know this fact. I know that
We'll
that's
give
the
you
case.
Austin Barnes too.
But I was at that wild card game where he hit the walk-off home run, and thus I will always
Yeah.
have this mental perception that Chris Taylor is good, even though he's like not really.
He's good when he needs to be.
Jack's brain is memory biased.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yep.
oh yeah, Chris Taylor, the guy that hit the walk-off in the wild card game against the Cardinals. That was fun. He must be good. And then I'm like, oh yeah, he has an above league average strikeout rate, and he was hitting league average for his batting average. So
Oh yeah, Cody Bellinger, the guy that won MVP. He must be good.
yeah, I don't. That was before I was into baseball. So Cody Bellinger will always be terrible to me.
Well, you weren't there for the good times.
I know. And I really hope that I'm not there for the Dodgers' bad times either.
Which
that'll
will never happen in our lifetime because this
Yep.
ownership is amazing.
How old is your owner? Is it a company or is it an owner?
Kind
The
of recent.
company,
Why is it? That's weird.
It's like multi
a
owner
lot of guys, yeah.
that own it with a company.
So if you want the
Like,
Dodgers to be bad, you gotta
Magic
kill
Johnson and
10
two other
people.
guys.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy all of the stock in that company, and then try to sell it all at once, so it immediately crashes to negative value, and the company goes under.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna happen.
Magic Johnson will never let that happen.
Will never.
I forget that Magic Johnson is an owner of the Dodgers. It's
That's why we lost.
For a reason, yeah.
That's what will happen next year. Just letting you know.
okay.
Quick question: are we gonna do this podcast next
Oh.
year?
Yeah, probably.
I don't see why not.
Just wanna
Nothing's
honor
stopping
the
us.
question, you know.
We'll do it with or without you. Actually, we'll do it without you. I'll kick you out.
Yeah, we don't need you.
Bet one less thing to worry about.
Bro, what's with
We'll
all the
worry about
collisions
season
today?
I know, right?
There were 2 collisions in the Yankees-Guardians games where the infielders took... It's just the people who are not supposed to catch the ball just catching the ball anyway and running into the guy who's supposed to catch it.
It's like they gotta use your ears, dude. Like the other guy was calling you off.
I swear, if the Padres win this game,
It won't happen.
really hope not.
Oh,
The
I
Padres
forgot they're
don't
the
have
home
the
team and they
energy,
have to face the...
you know?
Who's gonna?
Like they all look depressed.
Dude, why did my
Yeah.
guy get scared so bad by that ground ball? He took like 8 steps back.
Kim is a little
Asean
frightened.
Kim.
How so?
The Padres only play with energy when it's the Dodgers. Other than that, they just get tired after like 2 innings.
Or the Mets.
Like, oh, this
They
is
get, you
boring.
know,
They beat the Mets.
they get what they freaking deserve.
Yeah, but the fans weren't there. Like, you didn't see how tired the fans got, you know?
And it's
The
also
Fans
the
are probably
Mets.
exhausted.
The Mets are known
Yeah.
for their inability
Mets.
to win things that matter.
Lol, Mets. Yeah.
Mets. Get Met.
Lol Mets. Bryce Harper at the dish. Why does this guy do that? Pitcher's rhythm finding is so strange to me. I
Weird.
get it. I have weird things that I do when I was pitching over the summer. Like I would pat my leg like 100 times before I threw. And since I
Yeah.
had rosin on my hand, it would always turn my pants white. And they would be all
White
like,
pants.
powdery and stuff. But like bending
Pitcher
over
pump.
and bouncing up and down and then pumping your leg like 8 times, I don't know. I just don't get it.
Hey, man, pitchers are superstitious.
Yeah, it's all good, Jack. I'm taking you deep this summer, so be ready.
Yeah,
Dude.
right.
My friend, the guy who's a Yankees fan, was a varsity pitcher his senior year. In high school, he had like a .6 ERA as a closer.
No way.
In which state?
What's
Kansas.
his velo?
Yeah, exactly. There's 2 teams who play in Kansas.
Huh?
What's
It
his
doesn't matter.
velo?
His velo's weighed down. He broke both of his arms and tore his UCL. Yeah. So his velo's weighed down, but I'm hoping I can throw with him regularly. He fixed my glove side arm stuff, and my ability to throw went up way up. Like probably like 5 miles an
Ah.
hour, just with like
Talking to
one
an
thing.
expert.
How fast do you throw?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You need
You
a
think I'm
radar
about
gun.
to go buy a radar gun? Those things cost.
Yeah, buy one.
Those things
Or
cost
go
a
to
solid
the Dodgers
100
spring
bones.
training and just throw there. Just do.
Yeah,
what I
that
did.
was well after I had quit throwing. Well, was it? No, I guess it was spring training. So it was like
Spring training.
before I was going every week, but dude, it's a whole different throwing is a whole different story when you're actually warmed up and you like have this I was just making fun of pitchers for not being able to throw without doing their rhythm stuff. But like I don't know. I can't pitch if I'm not wearing sweatpants. It drives me insane. I don't know what the deal is. It's not right.
Jack's a weird
Yeah.
pitcher.
Very weird.
Dang, okay.
You need
just
extra
bad.
high socks to pitch well.
No,
So-
I don't wear high socks.
Okay.
Actually, I do wear high
Pitchers
socks
are weird,
sometimes,
bro.
but that's not a thing.
I
that
can pitch barefoot. Let's be real.
You can't pitch.
Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
That's true. I can't.
Okay.
But I got a cannon, so.
I thought you were about to
can beat
challenge
people.
me. I thought you were about to challenge me to get a hit off of you, which I cannot
Jack.
do.
I'm gonna Josh Naylor your ass, okay? It won't matter.
So we're doing this over the summer, yeah?
Yeah, over the summer. We'll have a couple practices for me to get loose and stuff like, and for you to.
I don't think we need practices. Let's just have like an hour of BP or something.
No, we can
Before.
do practice.
No, we're gonna do the game.
Or
We're
okay.
doing the game.
At the
That's
game.
cool. I'm happy with
Yeah.
that.
I thought we were just doing one AB.
No.
No,
1AB,
we're
what the
doing
fuck?
one. We're gonna
We'll do a
have
game.
the game is gonna be separate from what we do.
Oh, okay. So the game.
That's what I
will
thought
just
it was
be
gonna be.
whatever.
Like we'll
I
have the
wasn't
game.
sure. That's why I asked. You know?
I'm not gonna be allowed to pitch during the game
Why not?
because I was too good.
Yeah.
I'm literally
Check
not
this
even
review.
exaggerating. Neil
I
texted
wasn't-
me.
I-
Neil
I don't
texted
believe
me
you.
after the game and said, "Hey, you were too good. Don't pitch next time."
Because we're all noobs who
I
had
know.
like that was the first time we touched a bat in a year, and then Jack's over here practicing weekly.
I got 5 ground outs. Well, they were not ground outs because no one ever plays baseball, so they can't actually throw people out. But I
Yeah.
should have got 5 ground outs on 5 curveballs.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we're all shit. So like,
hey, you got
Yo,
the same amount of training I did. You and I
in terms of what pitching,
throwing.
I barely pitched, did I?
95% of the times I went out, I was with you. I think
Yeah,
I
but
went out
I
3
barely
times
pitched the
just me and
game.
Gavin.
Wasn't
Yeah,
John
the
in there
game.
most of it?
John was in there.
Because I
most
knew
of
I
it.
was
Is Sean
shit.
good still or no?
He was good. He wasn't better than me though. It wasn't
Yeah,
even
it was
close.
fine. He just had a bad inning,
He did have a bad inning.
John Britt,
and our fielding like
he
couldn't.
throws like gas though,
field.
right?
Oh.
I used to think he threw gas, but he doesn't really.
He doesn't.
Like Neil and
Yeah,
I
that's
spent the
because we
summer.
were like slow.
Neil and I
His
spent
prime
the
is
summer
over.
shaping up a little bit, so Neil and I could throw harder than John, but not by much. Admittedly, we were probably throwing 60, and he was probably throwing, I don't know, 50 maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway,
Oh,
we'll
the-
conclude the episode here.
Padres have life.
We have all
See
of
what
our
happens?
picks in.
No!
The Padres do not have life. It's the bottom of the 9th inning, and there are
Do you
0
hear the
outs.
fans?
Neil, no,
I don't
no, no,
care
no,
about
no.
the fans. I have to have my desktop
It's an
set up.
unfair advantage.
Having fans.
The Phillies fans were banned.
Yeah, Phillies fans were banned.
Austin Nola's about to strike out. Goodbye, everybody.
Woo!
Bye, everyone.